Ivan Cleary has detailed the full extent of his health problems, revealing a blood clot in his leg moved up to his lungs, leaving him in intensive care. The Panthers coach is out of hospital but will once again be missing from Saturday's game against the Warriors.
Ivan looked terrible today as he made his way to work, our camera capturing his determination to keep things normal for his team. But 3 days after Nine News revealed he was in ICU with blood clots in his leg, Cleary told us the true extent of his illness.
My blood clot in my leg, which, ended up in my lungs as well. So that's obviously, once that happens, they got to send you straight to hospital.
And you're in ICU?
Yeah, just for a night. So as I said, I was very lucky. I got really good help.
Cleary is always understated, but a blood clot on his lung is a serious health issue.
Do you know what it's caused by?
Oh, just because of this knee issue I've had and just basically lack of movement. So.
Are they saying you're okay now long term?
Yeah, I've just got to be on medication for a while.
And are you going to be coaching them this week?
No, because I can't fly for a while. So another game off.
But he won't take time off.
This is my job and I love it and makes me feel like I'm doing something useful.
There's also the family factor. Nathan has to put any concerns he has to one side and keep performing.
Ivan, does your health impact on him as your son? I mean, if my dad was in that situation, I'd have some concerns.
Yeah, it's not as dramatic as you think, mate. It's all, yeah, probably, but look, it's just everyone has their turn. I'm having mine at the moment, but I'm okay. I'll be right.
Cameron Serraldo is carrying much of the coaching load. He's also grappling with offers to leave the club.
Would you like him to stay? I mean, it's not a given that he's definitely going to go.
Yeah, of course I'd like him to stay, but he's my mate, and I feel I'd like to help him as well, and in his own career and what he wants. So he's a smart guy, Cam. I don't think he's in any hurry.
Danny Weidler, 9 News.
The Dragons will be out to end an 8-match losing streak against the Rabbitohs when Souths travel to Wollongong for Thursday night footy. And Danica Mason joins us from Wynn Stadium. Danica, there's a few players with a point to prove tonight.
Yes, there certainly are, and players from both sides as well. Good evening, Brad Fittler. Damien Cook, one of those in the middle of this Origin series. He'll be hoping tonight to prove he deserves a spot in Game 2. So what do you want to see from him?
Well, I'd like to see him prove a point to his teammates. I thought he was fantastic last week against the Titans. He's up against the Queensland hooker, who's actually the halfback for St George, Ben Hunt. So it'd be great to see him get a victory over Ben Hunt. I feel like the winner of them two tonight will play a big part in who wins the game for their respective team.
And what about Zach Lomax for the Dragons? He's received plenty of criticism recently. How do you expect him to respond tonight?
Well, it's funny with Zach. Zach has got to stop trying to prove himself. He needs to go and relax a little bit. Now, that play just at the start of the second half really put his team on the back foot and took any possible chance of a result away from him. But he's someone that just needs to get in there, do the basics a lot better and wait for those moments to come. And if he does that, he's a very talented footy player.
Yeah, big game for both teams tonight. Perfect conditions down here in Wollongong, and all the action at live and free right here on 9 from 7:30. James?
Danica, Brad, thank you. We'll see you then. Nathan Brown is the big-name fall guy after the Eels' embarrassing loss to the Bulldogs. The Parramatta lock not only dropped for the clash with the Roosters, but given permission to negotiate with rival clubs.
It hasn't been a great time if you're a Nathan Brown in the NRL. The coach was sacked, the player told he's not wanted.
So he's just reached out to find out if there's anything moving forward, and with our cap situation and the players that we've got and, the spend, there's nothing, past 23 at the moment with our plans.
It's understood the Eels could release their enforcer immediately if he secures a deal elsewhere.
Well, I just have to be honest. You just have to be honest. We ask the question and, just have to answer it honestly, and it's not personal, it's just what it is. If we, start telling stories and lying a bit, it just doesn't help us.
A straight-shooting Brad Arthur says the club's Origin trio should be retained for Game 2. Despite a push for Jake Trbojevic to be recalled.
They know who Jake is, they know what he's about, they know what he's to do. A player like Jake just keeps putting his hand up, so how can you not pick him?
The Sea Eagles snubbed by selectors for Game 1. Josh Addo-Carr played 12 straight Origins for his state before he was also overlooked.
He wouldn't look out of place in their team.
The Fox has been at his finest with 5 tries in 2 weeks, benefiting big time from Matt Burton's left boot. The Bulldogs 5/8 finding form, but is he ready to be a Blues bolter?
He could play State of Origin and do a great job for the Blues.